Good Sunday evening, everyone. Thanks for joining the Market Chameleon YouTube channel, MarketChameleon.com. We have a special guest tonight, Dan Passarelli from Market Taker Mentoring. Will be guiding us through his earnings strategy and giving everyone some real interesting things to think about. Before Dan comes on, let's go through the disclaimer, just so everyone knows. Neither Dan, myself, Market Chameleon, none of us are registered investment advisors or broker dealers. Market Chameleon, Dan, neither of us make recommendations as to particular securities or derivatives. If you do need investment advice, please consult your broker dealer. And so if you have a broker, consult them. And with that, let's welcome all the way from Chicago, the Windy City, Mr. Dan Passarelli. Dan, you there? Here he comes.
Will.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How are you on this Sunday evening?
Great. I think Happy New Year is in order. I haven't seen you since I think it was October. When was the last earnings season? End of October?
I believe it was. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Well, it's great to have you back. Anything else to add to the disclaimer before I eliminate it from the screen?
No, I think that looks pretty darn good.
All right. Just everyone take one last second to get it in your mind, and there you go. So, Dan, what do you have on tap for tonight?
Oh, Will, we are going to be talking about my particular earnings trading system, and I'm really super excited to talk about it.
Excellent. And very important now because we're right in the midst of earnings season. Last week, I think, was the unofficial start with the banks, and they pile up every day going forward for the next month or so. How would you like to handle questions and answers? Do you want to wait to the end of the presentations? Do you want to go while we're going live? While it's going live, how would you like to handle that?
Yeah, let's save them till the end. I feel like then we won't break up any, stuff.
All right, just let us know that you can hear us. This is a mixture of YouTube and Zoom. We have about, 30 people on the Zoom right now, another 20 on YouTube. So they're still coming in, Dan. Just so everyone knows, if you don't know me, I'm Will McBride, one of the co-founders of Market Chameleon. We do a morning show every morning live during the trading week with my partner, Dimitri. Dan pretty much comes on almost every earnings season. Dan also is a professional trader. He's traded on the CBOE and other major exchanges, and is a man with lots and lots of knowledge. Everyone can hear us. So I think we're ready to go, Dan. Whenever you're ready to start, the stage is yours.
Excellent. Okay. So, hey, thanks for attending tonight on this Sunday evening. I love that. I want to talk about, I want to kind of set the stage here. So each of us has the power within us to make trading a source of continuous wealth. And today I'm going to share with you how to unlock that power. This is my promise to you. I'm going to share with you how you can replace uncertainty with confidence so that you can profit consistently no matter what the market is doing using this simple, data-driven, real money proven earnings trading system that hundreds of our students have used to go from that demoralized feeling, we've all felt it sometime or another, to that feeling of satisfaction and self-assurance that we all know is possible. And that's powerful. This can literally transform your life because when you're confident, you trade better. And when you trade better, you're more confident. It's this positive circle that's easier to experience than you think. The technique I'm going to share with you makes it all possible. It uses my proprietary earnings trading system. And at the end of this presentation, I'll share how you can take the next step so that you can begin getting immediate results. What do you say? Is that a fair deal? Is that a fair deal? Let's see. Give me a yes if you're liking what you're hearing here. Give me a big old yes in the chat box. Oh, okay, good. We got everybody. We got a yes. We got a yes. We got a yes. Excellent.
Lots of yeses popping up on YouTube as well, Dan.
Awesomeness. All right. In order for you to get the most out of this, by the way, let yourself get immersed in what I'm about to share. Like really, let this become part of you. Let it in. All right, so this is a pictorial representation of who I am, what I do, and some of the organizations I've worked with. I traded for years down on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange, wrote two of the most popular books on option trading. I've worked with every major options broker in the US and abroad, as well as pretty much all the options exchanges in the world as well. and I get to be on TV a lot, which is kind of fun. And I guess if you spend enough time in any industry, 29 years in trading for me, you get to do some pretty cool things. But enough about me. Let's talk about you. I know some of you have traded earnings in the past, and I know some of you have not. So here's the thing. If you have traded earnings, I can help you do it better and be more profitable with less risk. If you have not traded earnings in the past, then you are in the right place at the right time. Now, let's go back to kind of simpler days here, okay? This is sort of pre-COVID, situation here. Right before I took the screenshot, Goldman was up 23% over this 12-month period. Question, would you be happy with a 23% return in a year? Would you? It's not a rhetorical question. I'm taking a survey here. We got Ricky says yes. Who else? Would you be happy? And like, I'd like to have a good number of people answer here because I'd really like to know. David says yes, I would be happy with 23% annualized return. Stephen,
yeah, just pop it into the chat, everyone. Let us know if you'd be happy with 23% return a year. I know most market participants, I think, would, Dan, but
looks like so far of all the folks who answered, we've got all yeses: Najee, Cody, KV, Solomon, all these folks. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. A lot of times when I do this, I'll get a random person who says no. And I find that kind of interesting when that happens. And I kind of like it because 23% a year is tough for some people. But what if I told you that there is a strategy that it doesn't matter if the market goes up or down, is volatile or calm, and you can still make money consistently and and potentially really good money? Well, here's the thing. Traders can do better than returns like these in all markets, and you have to. Interest rates are near zero. That's bad for banks. People are worried about inflation and the market's irrational. That's bad for money managers. But do you know what saved firms like Goldman Sachs lately? Their trading units. So look, Goldman has 36,600 employees, average salary of 300. Am I sharing my screen? I'm not, am I?
Sorry, the screen is not up, Dan.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Perfect.
There we go. So Goldman Sachs has 36,600 employees. Average salary is $367,564. That's a total of $13.5 billion before bonuses. And bonuses are what traders really trade for. That's the big part of their compensation. In order for Goldman Sachs to pay out $13.5 billion in salaries and then all the bonuses and still retain enough profits to grow their business by 23% in a year, Goldman must make hundreds of percent a year. These are the kind of trades that professional traders make, and that's why they make 300 or 400 grand a year, before those gigantic bonuses. Again. When I started down on the trading floor, I started with a $30,000 trading account. Making trades like this daily, weekly, and monthly enabled me to turn that $30,000 well into the seven-figure area. Now, that's more than 23% a year. This is what's possible. This is what traders are doing every day. And it's not just professional traders. This is Vic. He says, in spite of all the challenges, huge market upswings and downswings throughout the year and all the crazy stuff happening, I actually did pretty well, overall increasing my account by over 30% between June 20th when I went live and the end of the year. That comes out to a 60% annualized return. And he was brand new to option trading. Imagine what you could do if you had a little bit of experience. So let me start out with a question here. If you could consistently make money week after week, month after month, would you trade with more confidence? And look, I know the answer to this, right? The answer is obviously yes. But the question is, how do you do this? How do you get that confidence? I mean, the chicken and the egg scenario is you have to start out with consistency first. And how do you get that? Well, you get it with these, what I call bread and butter strategies, or just like these go-to strategies that you know work. And not because like you're good at guessing, but because it's a system that it's data-driven, real money tested over many years' time, proven and created by a professional trader so that it has a statistical advantage. Right now, the strongest consistency trade is the earnings trade. And there are several advantages to earnings trades. They're market independent. We don't care about the direction on earnings trades, on these earnings trades. They're very short term on each trade, which limits the broad market exposure. There's potentially greatly leveraged profits. There's an extremely simple yes/no test to screen the trades, and opportunities are concentrated in a very short period of time. And the biggest week of opportunities, like Will mentioned earlier, like that really kicks off this week. In fact, it kicks off tomorrow, January 24th. That's when there are literally hundreds of earnings trading opportunities. I call next week, I call it Money Week, because there's so many opportunities. And opportunities are the lifeblood of trading. It's about having an investor's mentality, right? Warren Buffett once said, the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. We are at the beginning of a life-changing time to trade. So when is the best time to be prepared? If Money Week starts tomorrow, when do you want to be ready for it? When I get around to it, next month, when life isn't so busy. No, like the best time to get started literally is right now. 1, 2, 3, boom. And the most important thing about earnings trades is simply that they work. And it wasn't until I was a trader, like most of the traders attending this webinar, trading in a regular non-professional account, that I discovered the power of time spreads for earnings. Now, ironically, after trading literally thousands, tens of thousands of time spreads on the trading floor and honing my skills with them, mostly in the form of risk management and execution, I learned the last 10% nuance that pushed the power of time spreads over the top for me in a rather unique way. So long story short, this is about maybe 6 years ago. I found myself on the phone with a producer from Bloomberg Television. And he wanted me to, stand in the trading pit like this, stand in the trading pit and interview me about the market. And at this point, I'd never been on like global television before, in front of hundreds of millions of people. So I was pretty excited, to tell you the truth. So I said, okay, great. What do you want to talk about? And he said, Dan, Apple has earnings coming out after the close. I want you to give our viewers a trade idea on how to trade Apple going into earnings. And then I was like, oh man, Now I didn't say that, but that's what I thought. I was like, oh no, really? Because most people don't know this, but professional traders are usually not allowed to trade earnings. They're not allowed to. Like for me, at the height of my professional trading career, I was in the top 5 traders in my entire firm. That's out of about 50 traders. So top 10% in profitability. I could trade anything I wanted with as much of my company's money as I wanted. He'd let me do anything except trade earnings. Why? Because it's the most directionally uncertain day of the quarter. Like nobody, like I have never met in 29 years, I've never met anybody who could successfully predict direction on earnings. So I was like, okay, look, let me call you right back. And I got off the phone. I ran over to my trading station. I was like, okay, what kind of trade can I put on here that makes sense? Because for those of you who know me, you know that I always put my money where my mouth is. If I'm going to talk about a trade on global television in front of hundreds of millions of people, it's going to be a trade that I have on. It's just a moral thing for me, something that I believe in. So I looked at the possible trades and I was like, well, I can't buy calls, can't buy puts. Those are directional. Nobody can predict direction. Same thing with cash secured puts or covered calls, even credit spreads. Like none of these make any sense. And then I looked at a time spread and I was like, hold on a second here. This is a great trade. And I immediately put it on. I did the interview, the trade made money, and I was hooked after that. And later, I came across some data that you'll hear about in a minute that then gave me the black and white proof that this was no fluke. When the right criteria are met, this is a genuine consistency trade that can be used over and over again to crank out consistent profits with confidence during specific periods of the year, in particular earnings season. So let me give you about a 15-second crash course. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about time spreads if you don't know yet. A time spread is when I buy a longer term option and then I sell an option with less time to expiration on the same underlying with the same strike price. Now, the data showed that these usually work out great, as you'll see on the next slide, when certain criteria are met. And this is really important. I'm definitely not saying just go out and trade a time spread on every single earnings play. That would be a disaster. That would not work. But when certain criteria are met, these work great. The other times when other criteria are met, we use straddles or some other strategy. Those trigger maybe less than 5% of the time. Mostly we're going to stick to time spreads. And let's look at why. There's a lot of data here. Don't get too hung up on trying to read all the numbers and everything. Later, I'll explain how to simplify all this. For now, here's what's important. Look here. If you sell short-term options the day before an earnings event, they lose value greatly once earnings are announced, the next trading session, which is good. Now, longer-term options also lose their value between putting them on the day before earnings and then after the announcement. But the key element of this observation is that short-term options lose way more value than the longer-term ones. So what that means, and what this essentially proves, is that when certain criteria are met, trading time spreads around an earnings event is effectively a long-run, consistent winning strategy. And you can see the results here. So this is where Market Chameleon really comes in. Our earnings class is by far the most profitable class for our students. I used to teach this on this class. I used to do this class, no joke, using this hand calculator, because it is pretty simple arithmetic in some of the parts of this to calculate the gaps, basically. And it took me like a long time to go through each trade. So I was so grateful when I came across Market Chameleon. The system is so much easier now. Like this is literally how we were able to take the trade analysis down to 3 minutes per trade. You'll get the opportunity to see how this all works in soon. These are basically the steps to follow this system through earnings season. There are a few details involved, but this is basically the gist of it. So write this stuff down. First, we find all of the stocks that have options listed on them and have earnings coming out after the close today or before the open tomorrow morning. Are you with me? Yes, that is important. We can find several trades a day, and sometimes there are hundreds of opportunities. For example, the week of January 24th, starting tomorrow, there are literally hundreds of opportunities to go through a day. Extremely important week starting tomorrow. So we screen those trades using the yes/no screen technique, and we see if we should continue on with the potential trade. This is your first step, and it will literally save you hours and hours of your precious time and make your life so much better. Not to mention, it'll ensure you're only trading the best trades, the ones with edge, meaning that they have a statistical advantage. So your win rate increases and your winners are bigger, right? You guys like that? Do you like this? Hit that chat box for me again. Let me know if you're liking what you're hearing over here. Hit that chat box for me, will you? You like this? Yeah. We got Glenn says yes. Who else? You guys liking this? Give me a big old yes in that chat box. Let me know you're still around.
Well, I'll verbally give you a yes, Dan. I like it.
Excellent. Cool.
AK
Okay.
says he likes it.
Yeah, AK, we got Ricky, we got Steven, we got KV. Yes, says KV. Awesome. Okay, good.
We've got a bunch of people watching on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's about a 5-minute delay. So I'll let you know. Some yeses, I'm sure, will appear there as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Hey, Ann, how's it going? Long time no see. Haven't heard from you in a while. So we only continue on with trades that have a positive term structure of volatility. And the greater the disparity in term structure, the better. And this step is critical. This is what I did on the trading floor every day. And then I put it into our earnings trading system to make this simple for anyone to follow. Next, we run the is-was check by modeling the spread on tomorrow's days with a variant vol crush on both the short-term and the long-term option based on a partial reversion to the mean, but also relative to realized volatility. And we compare that to the past to get the modeled endurable gap, okay? The modeled endurable gap is just my way of making this completely foolproof. So it's super easy for you. Once you have that, you'll know exactly which trades to put on and which to stay away from. Now, here's where most people go wrong. We put on the time spread immediately before earnings, and because this is less than a 24-hour trade, and that's critical. We follow the MTM proprietary earnings trade technique that I just shared with you and exit the trade at the precise time the following day. Everybody screws this up, but I'll share with you how you can get the timing right later, and then it's just rinse, wash, repeat. So let's go through a couple examples so you can get a feel for how this works. So this is a trade in McDonald's that someone could have made, a trader could have made in a past earnings season. A trader could have gone through the checklist that I just shared, right? And all the criteria would have lined up that we need to. It would have triggered this time spread. So we could have sold to open 10 of the McDonald's 4-day to expiration, 165 calls at $1.75. And then at the same time, as part of one trade, bought to open 10 of the McDonald's 11-day to expiration, 165 calls at $2.11. So this is one trade right here. We paid to 11, we collected 175, we paid a net of 36 cents. So the market closes, earnings comes out. The next morning when we're trading after that, we wait for 3 things to line up. And once they do, it's possible to put in a closing order, which the trader could have done here that next morning by buying to close 10 of the now 3-day to expiration. Yesterday, there were 4 days. Now they're 3 days, 165 calls at $1.29. And then sold to close 10 of the now 10-day to expiration. They were 11, now they're 10 days, 1 day past. 165 calls at $1.81. And so we would have collected a total of 52 cents. So paid 36 cents, collected 52 cents. And the trade made 16 cents on a 36-cent trade. That's 44%. Let's make this more tangible. If you bought a 10 lot, you'd have invested $360 and made $160. Factor in commissions, of course, and this is a solid trade. Now notice, and this is important, I wanted to make this as black and white as possible. So I assumed buying the offer and selling the bid for presentation purposes. But in reality, because the bid-ask spreads were so wide, particularly on closing the trade, which is almost always the case, if I'd have used our technique of middling the market, profit would likely have been a bare minimum of about 20 cents better, which is $200 more on the 10 lot, or more like 100% return in this case. But again, I just wanted to show this example in a pure, unarguable way. In reality, managing the bid-ask spread, especially on closing the trade, is where most people go wrong. People leave thousands of dollars on the table every earnings season by not doing this one part right. The results I show that are sort of the worst case scenario for this particular trade are good, but they can be great. Now, I want to make sure that I want to make this very, very realistic and show you exactly how this works in real life when you middle the market with the MTM 25-20 middling technique. These are some of the screenshots of my account on an earnings trade I made in a past earnings season. So this is Oxy. So I went through the checklist that I shared with you already, and all the criteria were met. And so it triggered this trade. So what I did is I bought to open 20 of the February 22nd 66 calls at $1.49. And I sold 20 of the February 15th 66 calls at $1.31, paying 18 cents. But look, the ones I had to buy, the February 22nd, those were offered at $1.50. That's where the market says I can buy them. I didn't pay $1.50. I paid $1.49. I paid less. These ones that I had to sell were $1.30 bid. That's where the market says I can sell them, but I didn't sell them at $1.30. Sold them at $1.31, smack dab between the bid and the offer. So I basically should have, on market price, I should have paid $1.50 minus $1.30. I should have paid 20 cents, but I paid 18 cents. I started out this trade 10% ahead of a lot of traders. So the market closes, earnings comes out. That next session I'm trading, I'm waiting for 3 things to line up. And once they do, I put in my order to sell. And I put in an order to sell at 30 cents and I got filled, but I only got filled on 2 of them. So I didn't panic. I just stepped down. I followed my checklist, my rules, stepped down, sold the balance at 27 cents, ended up being a 51.7% profit in less than 24 hours. That's about $279 of profit in money terms minus commission. 51.7%, the other one's 44%. Hey, does every single trade work out just as great as these last 2 trades? No. Every once in a while, you're going to have a loser. And here's one of them that I made. This is in MGM. I did go through the checklist and it did meet all the criteria. I put this trade on. I bought the March 1st 29 puts at 91 cents. Sold the February 15 29 puts at 71 cents, paid 20 cents. Market closes, earnings comes out. The next morning when the market opens, the trade really got away from me. Like exactly what I didn't want to happen happened. Did I panic? No. This is a system. Like it's a methodology. I'm not guessing, I'm not hoping, I'm just following these steps. It's very mechanical, mathematical, and easy. So I waited for the 3 things to line up. I put in my offer to sell and I closed the trade at 19 cents, which ends up being just a 5% loss, on this trade. And I have made hundreds and hundreds of these trades. I could give you examples all day long. This is another one in Las Vegas Sands. Bought to open 15 of the May 3rd 68 calls at $1.76. Sold 15 of the April 18, 68 calls at $1.26, paid 50 cents. Market closes, earnings comes out. The next morning when I'm trading, wait for my three things to line up. Once they do, put in my offer to sell, get filled at 70 cents, which is a 41 profit in less than 24 hours. That comes out to $300 minus commissions in profits. And the key here is consistency, driving consistent profits. If you can make $300 on one trade, $500 on another, $280 on another, and there are hundreds of opportunities like there will be next week, how much money do you think you can make in just a single week? Like, how much do you think you can make next week trading this? Like, you've seen how this works. You've seen my examples. If you can make 300, and go ahead, I'd like to see a couple answers. I don't need everybody to answer, but but if somebody can throw something in there pretty quick, that would be great. If you can make $300 on one trade, 500 on another, 280 on another, 700 on another, and there are literally hundreds of opportunities to go through every day, like there is starting tomorrow, and there will be the whole week next week, and you're just cherry picking the absolute best of them that meet the criteria the best. How much can you make in a single week using this strategy? David says 2,000 plus for the week. KV.
Looking at the Market Chameleon calendar earnings calendar right now, and it seems like a couple hundred, maybe 300 earnings this coming week.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So look, that's why a consistent system is so powerful, and that's why management is so important. Make sense? Management makes money. If you can follow a checklist, finding, analyzing, setting up, and making the trade is simple. And closing the trade simple too. We simply take it off the next day, but it requires a little nuance. And I'll share a resource to make those nuances super simple in a minute. This is a system, and that's why this is easy. Work the system, and the system works. So let's talk about realistic expectations. You create your own reality. As they say, you make your own luck. You take the actions that make things happy to make your life what it is. Am I right? I mean, really. Don't you believe that that's true? You believe that the actions you choose determine your future, yes? And if you don't take action, if you do nothing, nothing new happens, right? Nothing changes, right? Profitable trading is a reality for many traders. We have traders in our online community chat room who are some of our top money-making students. They're really successful, regular folks, just like you and me, who post their trades real time for all to see, who have made the decision to be profitable, to simply do it, to make that choice. And by the way, in a moment, I'll reveal how you can get free access to the MTM community chat room for 6 months. So how often can I find trades like this? All throughout earnings season, there are hundreds. Are these returns common? Yes. Earnings trades can yield highly leveraged returns with low risk. What if the trade doesn't work out? Look, I've already shared with you several of the trades that I made, and I even shared with you one that didn't work out, but risk is limited and more importantly, manageable, and can be a small fraction of possible gains. Here is how to make this all happen. This is the Total Earnings Domination All Access Premium Package. In this course, I'm going to share with you how to replace uncertainty with confidence so you can profit consistently no matter what the stock market is doing using my Total Earnings Domination that is simple, data-driven, and real money proven. Here's just some of what you'll learn. How to easily scan the market for earnings trades, where to get the real-time data that pinpoint the winningest earnings trades, the best time of day for entries and exits, so important. The yes-no screen technique blueprint, the earnings time spread risk checklist, how to manage wide bid ask spreads on closing the trade. You'll also 100% understand how to know when a stock is more likely to outperform on its earnings announcement, how to set up profit and loss targets, how to select the optimal expirations to maximize profit potential. And of course, management makes money. So you now have a new opportunity to trade more consistently using a strategy that works in all market conditions, to get a blueprint for earnings trading and watch live setups of earnings trades so you can easily follow along, and to make the next few weeks your top performing weeks yet. Plus, if you had a rough go at it lately, to make back losses potentially on trades you already made. So let's start out by talking about who this is not for. This is not for people looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or gamblers. Yes, it's possible to make a lot of money in a short period of time. But I want to be clear, this is not gambling. This is not guessing. I have done the math. You just follow along. You trade with a mathematical advantage like professional traders do. And it's completely simplified so anyone can do it. It's also not for people who would rather spend time and money and endure losses to learn on their own over many years' time. Like, that is silly, to let quarter after quarter of foregone profits go and lose money instead of making money. Even if you just break even for a year trying to figure it out, how much do you lose in opportunity cost? And this is also not for wishy-washy procrastinators, but look, wishy-washy people don't make good traders. And I know that that's not you, because you are here on a Sunday night investing in yourself. You've taken the first step. You've invested time in yourself, and time is more valuable than money. You've taken the biggest step already so far. This is for you. If you want more consistency, this is for you. If you want low risk trades with high profit potential, this is for you. If you can follow a few simple steps, and this is for action takers. And for my action takers, I'm going to make this really easy for you. This is our total earnings domination 6-month all access premium package. First of all, let me share with you what you're going to get with this class. You begin with the brain dump part of the training, the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp video. I'm going to put 29 years of my experience into your head with one short video. This is the keys to the kingdom. That is a $2,995 value. Why is it $2,995? Because if you can make the kind of money that we're talking about consistently and on daily trades throughout this earnings season and for the rest of earnings seasons this year and forever, this one-time small, easy investment can pay you over and over again for a lifetime. And you can see there's no auto renewal on any of this. It's a one-time small, easy investment. But isn't it important for you to know that you can put this knowledge to use, that you can actually do it? Today, you're going to get hands-on training. Starting tomorrow, you will log in and watch me trade live in these 5 live coaching sessions and get my top picks. You'll watch me trade live in a real money account, so you'll see exactly what to do as you follow along with me. You'll literally see the system being traded in the live market, and you'll make your first trade together with me as a group. This is the ultimate hands-on training. And we want you to literally have this mastered. So you are also getting our 4-part on-demand masterclass, Earnings Trading Techniques from 2 decades on the CBOE trading floor. You'll know exactly what to do every time. This puts the power into your hands. And you'll have questions. So today you are also getting 6 months free of the MTM community chat room. You'll log in and get all your questions answered by me and our other coaches live real time. So this right here, this is an all access premium package valued at $7,437. But I want to make this a complete no-brainer, completely irresistible, so you can confidently, immediately join us right now. A 1,000,000-mile journey begins with the first step. And this is that step. Go to MarketTaker.com/live right now and get all this for a one-time small, easy investment of just $497. 1, 2, 3, boom. That's a massive 93% off discount, and it's valid only for the first 40 of you to join us right now. Go to MarketTaker.com/live. That's market as in stock market, taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row, MarketTaker.com/live, and claim your 93% off discount right now. Now, why would I give such a huge discount? Because earnings season has already started, and tomorrow begins a full week of the greatest opportunities you're going to see this earnings season. And I want you to be one of our top 1,000 trader success stories that we strive to create this year. People who take actions are the ones that can be great traders. When you see a great opportunity and fearlessly act on it. So to reward the traders who will move forward, this 93% off is valid only for the first 40 people to join us right now at MarketTaker.com/live. 1, 2, 3, boom. Now, here's an extra bonus, a special bonus that is not on that last slide. I want to make sure that this works for everyone, regardless of your experience level as an option trader. Even if you're brand new to options and never made an option trade yet. To make sure that this works for everyone, today you are going to get the Options Impact Quick Start video course. This on-demand course levels the playing field for beginner option traders. It covers all the basics you need to begin trading options confidently. Even if you've never traded an option before, you'll be able to start trading like someone who's been trading successfully for years, and put you on the fast track to maximize your gains this earnings season. But now this is the big one, and not everyone's going to get this bonus. Action takers, you are going to get this course that every one of our top traders has gone through. We're going to share live weekly drill down master sessions together. This is the MTM Trade Smart Workshop. This is where I pull back the curtain. Every month we pick a different topic to drill down on and give you expert understanding of it, so you can achieve mastery as an option trader. Now look, I can't open this bonus up to all 40 people. I just can't. I can only invite a handful of traders so that I can manage this process with you. I take this very personally. You're investing in your success today, and so am I. I want to have quality control, so it's essential that I keep this class very small. Every week, this inner circle group gathers online. The next webinar is on Thursday. That special session continues the hands-on portfolio protection and management series, which is at the heart of, well, all option trading. So for your convenience, these classes are all recorded. With your password access today, you'll instantly get access to that hands-on portfolio protection series, plus mastering time spreads, which is at the heart of the total earnings domination system, the trader's mindset, so that your head's right, so that when you see a great opportunity, you move forward, that you can make the trade, that you can make that investment. If you never make the investment, you can never make the profit, right? And then mastering vertical spreads and more. This is a $1,794 value. I am opening this up only to the first 16 traders to join us and take action right now by going to MarketChameleon.com/live. You want this bonus. So please be in the top 16 people. We've already had a couple join us. I'm going to read your names and welcome you in just a moment. Look, this earnings cycle is one of the most important in the entire history of the stock market because of what's going on. Analysts are waiting to see what the earnings are to give guidance for the future. And that means the traders can make more money than they ever have before. This process, it's already begun. When you enroll today, you will have literally just enough time to get through the brain dump part of the training, watching the boot camp video, and hopefully a little bit of the masterclass to be ready for tomorrow, the first live class tomorrow afternoon at 3 to 4 Eastern time. These are the 5 most important classes that you will attend this year, probably this decade. This earnings season is the opportunity of a lifetime for those who choose to put that opportunity into action. So it is go time. For those of you who have been waiting for the right trading opportunity, this is an opportunity to change your life. Now, also in the past, because earnings season is quarter by quarter, when someone joined in the past, they got 3 months access, but because that's 1 quarter. But I had some people tell me, but Dan, I have a commitment and I can't make all of the live earnings classes. Or Dan, I'm going to be out of town for part of earnings season. So I wanted to make sure that everyone who invested in the class was able to fully use it and get the results that they expect. So my team and I decided that with the total earnings domination all access premium package, we would make the class available for a full 6 months. So as of today, you'll have plenty of time to get through all the material, and you'll get to attend the 5 live earnings trading sessions in April's Money Week as well. These 5 hands-on training sessions are all 100% totally live. If you can't make it live, they're all recorded. In each of those classes, I will reveal the top earnings trades of the day, each of those days. And I'm going to prove that anyone can do this. regardless of experience or account size. If you are brand new to options, don't have a lot of experience, I'm giving you the bonus of the Options Impact Quick Start videos. You'll watch them first. You can begin watching them tonight. But those of you who have smaller accounts, I'm going to prove that you can do it, because here is my guarantee to you. I am actually trading these trades live with real money, so you can see exactly how it's done and follow along. In fact, I am using less than $10,000 of my account to show you that anyone can do this, regardless of account size. So right now is go time. Go to MarketTaker.com/live. Meet Jill from Cincinnati, Ohio. She joined our class a couple of quarters ago. One of her first trades she did together with us in the live coaching sessions. She bought a Microsoft time spread that met our criteria, as did I and the other students in the class. She bought the spread at $2.65, and in less than 24 hours, sold it for $3.75, locking in a 41.5% profit. And she posted real time in the MTM community chat room, which you will have the same access to. The MTM community chat room is where all our top money-making traders log in and post their trades live real time. If all you got out of the total earnings domination premium package today was to watch some of our top six-figure traders posting their trades real time so you could follow along, wouldn't it be worth it just for that? This is David Z from South Lake Tahoe, California. He says, I closed the last five at $1.41, total gain of $4.25, less commissions. The class has paid for itself. And that was during his first week trading this, during Money Week, the quarter that he was in it. This is Russell K. from Glendale, California. He says, I'm above an 80% win rate. Most of the others were maybe a 5% loss. Only one total loss out of 16 trades. Like you said, middling is really important, and waiting for the bid ask to normalize. Just waiting that hour made a few of the trades winners instead of losers. And what he's talking about is I'm in the chat room all day long during Money Week. We put the trades on together in the afternoon in those live trading sessions that start tomorrow and go every day next week. And then during the day, when we're taking the trades off, I'm in there, I'm saying, okay, no, Russell, this didn't line up and this didn't line up. So I'm waiting. And if he would have just closed them with no guidance, the trade would have been a loser, but he waited and it ended up being a winner instead on a couple of those trades. This is Tyler M. from Lexington, Tennessee. He says, I took Dan's MTM course about 7 years ago in college. It was my first exposure to a structured options trading strategy. He started me down the path that I'm on today. Now I'm a professional options trader at a fund. So look, if you're brand new to trading, we're giving you the Options Impact videos. If you're very experienced, this is also a great class. We have trained people to go on and become professional traders. And again, this is limited to the first 40 people. And I can see we've had a good number of folks who've joined us so far. Let me welcome some of the new students here. Let's see here. Welcome and congratulations to David from St. Petersburg, Florida. Welcome and congratulations to John from Seattle, Washington. Welcome and congratulations to Glenn from, Versailles, Kentucky. I have a friend who lives in Versailles, Kentucky. Welcome and congratulations to Mohammed from Santa Clara, California. Great job, man. Great job. Welcome and congratulations. Welcome and congratulations to Donald from Fremont, California. Great job. Congratulations. Welcome and congratulations to Benjamin from Sugarland, Texas. Great job. Welcome. Congratulations. Welcome to Hanuma, and I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. Welcome to Hanuma, and I don't have the city and state there because Hanuma joined us with PayPal, which brings me to my next slide here. Yes, you can use PayPal and PayPal credit. So look, one of the things that sometimes people tell me, they say, Dan, this is incredible. I've got a small account and I can see how this can help me grow a small account into a bigger account, which is what I want to do, but I can't swing $497 today. Do you have an installment plan? And in the past, I always had to say no, but now we do because we offered PayPal credit. We have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as a payment option and PayPal credit so you can lock in total earnings domination today when you check out using PayPal and choose PayPal credit. Just simply go to MarketTaker.com/live and click the yellow or blue PayPal button and get started right now. I'm going to take some questions. In the meantime, here are a few questions that I often get. Is this live or recorded? It's both. You can attend the live, look, I know that you're busy, right? Not many of our students have full-time jobs. Not everyone can make it to the live classes. You can attend the 5 live earnings trading classes I mentioned, but if that doesn't work for your schedule, that's okay. I will record them and you can watch them when it's convenient for you. So those of you who just joined, got a username and password in your email, please check your email right now. Those of you, if you don't see it, check your junk or spam folder. Those of you who are brand new to options, start off with those, options impact quick start videos. But if you've traded options already and you know what a call is and you know what a put is, skip immediately to the bootcamp video. I need you to go through that bootcamp video so you're ready for tomorrow's classes. Okay. How long do I get access to this class? With the total earnings domination all access premium package, you'll get an extra 6 months to all these materials. You'll get a total of 6 months, I should say. You'll have plenty of time to master the system. Is this time consuming? No. In fact, it'll save you time so you can spend it doing the things you love with friends and family. And it can save you years of struggle and foregone profits. Look, you can spend years trying to figure this out on your own. But right now is the hottest earning season that you're likely to see in your lifetime. You'll be able to go through this simple course now and start seeing immediate results. How do I know I'll be able to do it? You're going to watch me do it. We're going to do it together. This comes with literally hands-on training where I'll show you in the live market exactly what to do with the top real live trade setups. Now, the number one question we get is there a limit on the number of students who can join? Yes, we have to limit the number allowed in the live component of this package, or else it gets out of hand with questions. I want to give each of you my full attention, so we have to limit the number we let in. I have a small team committed to student success. If you're committed to doing your part, we will do ours. And therefore, today is limited to the first 40 traders who are serious about maximizing your gains this earnings season. So it's crunch time. 1, 2, 3, boom. Go to MarketTaker.com/live. If anyone has any questions, I'm going to take those questions now to help you make the decision to come and join us because class starts tomorrow. This is literally it.
We do have one question pop up and it's almost 7. Dan's been nice enough to give an hour of his time. So we have one question from WC. He says, for each day's earning event next week, will you guys give trade ideas ahead of time, like one day or a few days earlier? question mark. So I guess, is there any this week, can they expect information right away starting tomorrow, or I guess this evening?
Starting tomorrow, you will get live real-time trade ideas. The way this system works is we put on the trades in the last hour of the trading day, and like you can't analyze them before then. Like you can't say, oh yeah, next month I'm going to make this trade. Like it's too early. We use actual real live values to put into our spreadsheet. Oh, which reminds me, the extra secret bonus that you're getting is I created my own personal spreadsheet version of this with all the macros. I'm giving that to everyone who joins tonight through Market Chameleon by going to markettaker.com/live. So you're going to get my spreadsheet, and we're going to do this real time. Yes, you are getting trade ideas every single day next week.
Excellent. Well, Dan, thanks for another hour of your time. I know, well, at least one of the people who signed up was on the YouTube channel, so it's always nice to have people on YouTube also involved in this. I did put the link to the YouTube description to Dan's offer there. So if all 40 aren't taken up, I'm sure we have a couple hundred people watch the video over the next 24 hours. We have another question popped in real quick. You want to take that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It says, Dan, can I join in an hour? Need to go home and get my credit card. That's from
yep. Yeah.
TV.
I am going to leave. Yeah, like this is, tonight is it. I can, especially if I know that you're going to run home, I can make sure that that is up for the next, I'll just give you like 90 minutes or something. That should be enough time, I assume, right? So yeah, just go home, grab it and sign up there. Don't forget the address, markettaker.com/live, and I'll make sure that you can get in.
And that is on the link in the YouTube channel. Dan, great job as always, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Will. I love doing this. I love it.
It's awesome. Awesome. All right, guys, take advantage of this earnings season. Check Dan out. Dan, as always, a big, whoop, we got something else pop in. Oh. How long will those trades positions be held usually? Close positions right after earnings or hold longer?
Yeah, they're designed to be a 24-hour trade maximum. We put it on the last hour of the trading day, and then we take it off the very next day as early as we can. You'll see in the class what the criteria are that have to be met, but we're taking it off that next day for sure.
All right, perfect. Again, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. Check Dimitri, my partner, and myself out every morning, 9 a.m. to 9:30. We do a nice pre-market show live on our Chameleon YouTube channel. Dan, would love to have you on anytime you want in the morning. Everyone, great job, Dan. Awesome job as always. You have a good night. Everyone watch the football games. Have a good Sunday and get ready for trading tomorrow morning.
All right. See ya. Bye all.
Thanks, buddy.